All right, we have our city council reports. Councilmember Buckland.
Try to keep it very short. Attended the Sacramento Council of Governments, Government Relations and Public Affairs Committee meeting last Monday. And of note, we were looking at the bills and progression of bills through the state that were going to the governor's desk. And unfortunately, I believe that most of which we had opposition to, he is putting his signature on. So it'd be pointless to go through each one of those. And then attended the Sutter County Museum's release of the Sutter Buttes calendar. Very nice event. The pictures are spectacular, and just kind of keep that on your front burner because they take submissions from the public for those photos, and it was pretty remarkable, well attended. And then went to a chamber event over at Silvio's Pizzeria that was heavily attended, and I might point out that staff from Yuba City showed up a little late. That'd been Darren Gale, but most everybody had gone, so he did clean up over there that night, or that afternoon, I'm sorry. But it was well attended by a little over 80 people, so it was a good time, and I was there with the vice mayor. So
Great, thank you. And we got Councilmember Cardoza.
All righty, I attended a couple of meetings also. I attended the Planning Commission meeting. The topic was the El Margaret annexation. It was a pretty exciting evening that night, right, Arnaldo? And then I also attended the Sutter Affordable Housing. We did some talks. Live Oak is expanding the third phase of their apartment, affordable housing complex apartment, which should be moving forward here in the next few months. For chamber events, we attended the Business Connection Breakfast. It was the state of the Yuba and Sutter County. We had a business after hours at the fairgrounds. They were having how the fair was this year and for stuff in the future. For city and community events, I attended the Yuba Sutter Veterans Stand Down there in Riverfront Park. I was there for the 2 out of the 3-day event. And we attended the Blues and Brews Barbecue by the Early Risers Kiwanis. I was out Friday night with our Yuba City Police Department and the sobriety checkpoint. It was nice and peaceful and quiet, and then I spoke, and next thing you know, we have 5 cars. So I got to be quiet next time. And then I went to a wonderful fundraiser here also on Friday. It was Emma and Hunter's Lemonade Stand. They had a lemonade stand. It was a fundraiser for the car victim fires. And Emma and Hunter are like 6 and 5 or 7 and 5. So it was a fun time. Had some expensive lemonade, but it was all worth it. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you.
All right, Councilmember Cleveland.
Yes, attended the stand down at the riverfront. It's the second largest and most well attended in the state of California. The only one that beats it is down in LA. Our community really gets behind and our veterans and tries to make sure that they're not homeless and they get all the services they need. And then we try to bring them in to be vital people of our community and contribute. Business Connection Breakfast, as they said, it was the state of Yuba County and Sutter County. They had very different messages and approaches on how they delivered their message. Yuba County sounds like they're doing quite well, but I know that they've been working very hard at it. Let's see. I almost always attend the Yuba Sutter Farm Bureau because we are the hub for farming in this area, and I attend there and listen to all their concerns and stuff. And they have this little animal called the nutria, just a big, gigantic rat-looking things from South America, and they're showing up in California. And I think they're putting a bounty on them. So you see any large rodent with a really short tail that kind of looks like a gigantic, I don't know, guinea pig. You might want to make a report to the Farm Bureau and let them know along the levees because they're very destructive to levees. Other than that, had a great Labor Day weekend. sounds like we had a quite safe one around here, except a few incidences from the police. Other than that, it has been a great 2 weeks.
Great, thank you. We've got Vice Mayor Harris.
Yeah, I also attended several events that have already been mentioned. You would never pass up a chance to go to Silvio's Pizza, that's for sure. So that was quite enjoyable. The Stand Down, always a good event. Always proud to see folks from the community step up and support our veterans. A few of them came up to me and expressed their gratitude for that as well. And it seems like the number of services that we provide to those folks tends to grow every year, and that's obviously a very positive thing to see at work. Let's see here, excuse me one second. Business Connection Breakfast out at Peachtree. Again, the state of Yuba County and Sutter County, was good to hear their different perspectives from those county administrators. They both seem to be doing a great job, doing the best they can with what they have to work with, and embracing the community and doing the best they possibly can. And I think it's some very positive messages came out of that. The Arts Board, Yuba City Arts Council, excuse me, very active. If you get the paper, get Prospect Magazine, or anything, they do such a great job, and the types of things they do is across the board, from tattoos to photography to acting to singing and everything else. And so we have a lot of projects in the works for that. One of the main things that Dave Reed over there is working on is a cultural plan, which puts together a lot of cultural resources. You all, of course, have somewhat of a connection to art of whatever nature, to where if we put that plan together, not only does it help us move forward as a community, but to having a plan in general makes us more marketable should we apply for any grants in the future. It's one of the criteria the folks that have the money look for, is rather than just throw the money at a city. If we have a plan in place, it helps us out. So that was the main thing. And of course, gearing up for the BL Military Liaison golf tournament this Friday to help those folks out and continue to show BL our support. So looking forward to playing at that and helping them out. So that's it for me.
Great, thank you. And then for my reports, some of the same items, but in addition to that, been working with the Sacramento Metro Chamber on the upcoming study mission. Also, we have next week, we'll be at the annual League of California Cities with some of the reports there. And in addition, along with the other events that were going on, we also had Dancing with Our Stars last week. Went there to support that group as well for helping out our local hospital. So aside from that, not anything else. All right, so that is our meeting for tonight.